This is getting a bit leery. I've been to Hornsey many a time and I've never seen it like this. We're about an hour and a half of high tide and the waves are absolutely phenomenal. I can't believe how stormy it is. And yet it's such a beautiful evening. It's bizarre. So, before the subject that I came to shoot disappears underwater altogether, I have popped on. Yeah, we're in focus, and I was just checking the focus on that one because I thought I'd knocked the camera. We had a big wave come in and I turned to avoid it, and I thought I'd got caught, but I hadn't. Anyway, yes, so we're on the 17 to 55. Yeah, bloody wave coming in out there. These sea defences do a really good job. So I've got my rucksack on my back just in case I have to swizzle round and make a hasty retreat. Right, as I was saying, I have the 17 to 55 on. I have got a 0.6 hard grad and the 10 stop, because trying to slow this lot down is fairly difficult. At the moment I'm on about 37 seconds. Just want to push it slightly longer. As you can see, we've got a distinct difference, Christ almighty, between the sky and the water. Not too worried about that, but I am worried about that bugger that's coming in. In fact, there's a pair of them coming in. I could be about to get wet. I have got an escape route planned if I need it. Oh no, it's eased off. So, what was I saying? Yes. We've got a distinct difference between the sky and the water. Not too concerned about that. For this image, I'm liking that effect. The sun is going down behind us, and we are getting the last of the light just illuminating the marker posts. This could be a dodgy one. No. That outfall pipe does a really good job. That's better. 53.7 seconds, nice and pastel toned. Like that. Let me see if I can show you on the rear of the screen what composition we've got. Hang on a second. Right, it's not going to expose very well. Where are we? Oops. So yeah, that's the composition that we're looking at. We've got the drain pipe coming in down here with its wooden surrounds, and the resulting image. That looks very blue, but it's not. It's actually quite pastel. Quite liking that one. Shame about the sky and the horizon line, but not a lot I can do on that. So I'm pleased I got here in time to do this. And I'm now going to beat a hasty retreat, because these waves are getting closer and closer every time. And I'm going to tookle off down that way and see what else I can find, without getting swept out to sea. Oh, I love being at the coast. Oh boy, things were getting a little bit hairy out there, so I decided it was time to beat a hasty retreat. I got another image, purely of the rocks with the water coming in. Didn't work quite as I intended because I got the 10 stop on. So I think I'm going to try one up here, just with a 6 stop on. So I'm now stood down on the steps, and I think the camera just got spray, or the lens got spray on it from them, but I'm going to keep it going. I'm just doing a 10 stop down the, oh yes, oh I quite like that. We've got those beautiful pastel colours. Excuse me a second while I 100 seconds. Yes, I'm going to do another one of those. I'd like to see if the filter's got water on it, but I can't get around there because this pathway is really narrow. But I've just got the steps leading down and then a mass of smooth water, because I do like smooth water. Yes, and I can almost hear people saying, get some of the wild waves. No, thank you. Not today. It's not what I come for. But I will put the 6 stop on in a minute. I'm still shooting on the 17 to 55, same filter setup, ISO 100. I'm going to have to move in a minute because I'm going to get drowned. We've still got about an hour to go before high tide. This is amazing. And this is what I love about Hornsey. You get something different every time you come here. It's amazing. I would never have thought on my previous visits of taking the staircase, but it works beautifully. 100-second exposure isn't blowing the sky out, and it's allowing me to get the textures and the tones of the wood, which is considerably darker, without doing 2 exposures. For exposure length, whoa! Woohee! That's it, that's drowned. Right, oh, we're still recording. Believe it or not, that actually worked. Right, I'm now going to be a hasty retreat up here and move a little bit further down after I've dried out. I was going to go down that way where we have the sea wall and the waves coming around on the sea wall, but I can just see me getting drowned down there as well. There are people stood on the wall down there getting absolutely drowned. So I think I'm going to play safe and head back down that way. One drenching is enough for anybody on an evening. Well, I decided to stop being a wuss, and I'm trying some short exposures of these amazing waves. I have no idea if they're going to work out, because this isn't what I normally shoot. And I've looked at where I can stand. I'm on the seawall. Whoa, that's a nice one coming through. And this little patch that I'm in hasn't got wet yet. Now the problem I'm having is because this is not what I usually shoot, I don't know whether they're any good or not. Woohee! Well, and I'm just pressing and pressing and hoping that something works. I have a sneaking suspicion these will all be mono, because the light's horrendous. I am at f5 for 1/4 of a second. A quarter of a second? 1/4 of a second. And sometimes the waves come round, and sometimes they don't. That's what I'm shooting. This curve, and leading out round there, these groins are sort of getting lost in it, but the waves are hitting here, and then sometimes they scroll along there. We'll see. I'm not convinced. But anyway, that's it. The light is gone. The sunset didn't happen. It's kind of happening over there. But yeah, it's a bit different. As I say, I might end up doing some exposure blending on these because, oh, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Because I'm catching one wave and then another's coming round. Somebody's just got absolutely drowned over on the seawall. I've taken shutter delay off my camera because I don't want the 3-second delay that I normally have for long exposures. But anyway, that's it. A couple of nice long exposures from up there, an image or a video of me getting drowned, and now some short exposures where I really don't know what I'm doing. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy the images. I hope you can smell the sea air from where you are. Have a great week, and I'll catch up with you soon, guys and girls. Toodaloo. you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. I've come right down onto the front, and there's some bloody awesome waves coming over here. Jeez, we're shooting in darkness. I'm just using the light from the lamps, and this lamp went out just now because a wave hit it too hard. If I turn you around here, the waves are coming over enough to actually flood the walkway. So I figured that here is probably about as far as I want to go. And we're going to have some image blending on this, because obviously I can get the first part of the wave, and then by the time the camera's taken the shutter, taken the image, which is only a third of a second, and I'm at f5, so don't drop it down any lower, the wave has moved, because they're old trapping along here. So I'm at f5, a third of a second. I've moved my ISO up to 200, just to try and get a little bit more speed, so I can decrease the shutter speed. If I can figure out which way, yeah, I want to decrease it to try and capture the movement. So I've now got up to 400 and a fifth of a second. We'll see what happens. But my God, the size of these waves coming down is tremendous. And when you think there's going to be a big one, it isn't. And then when you think it isn't going to be a big one, it's blinking huge. And I'm stood there going, yeah, this could get a bit messy, this could. The top end, right up there, there's some proper waves hitting against the wall. But I like this because there's a bit of a curve, and I've got a rail as a leading line. You can see the waves coming down, look at that! But it sort of peters out a little bit by the time it gets to this curve, which leads round to the right. Although I've got a couple of images. Way, that's a nice one. Yeah, so anyway, that's it. This time I really am done. Catch you soon. Toodaloo.